Hi, I'm George Cox for BCTV. Coming up on today's show, find out how you can stay safe and healthy with some socially distant activities with Kelly Murphy. Information about the Bedford High School Care Club, Denise Ricciardi with Bedford Cares, and much more. That's on this edition of Bedford Community Corner. George here for BCTV. We are coming to you today from the State House with the newly elected State Senator Denise Ricciardi. She is also the Vice Chair of the Bedford Town Council. Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Oh, I'm so honored that you wanted to speak with me, George.
And congratulations on being District 9's new senator.
Thank you. I'm looking so forward to serving the people.
And you have been serving the people, Denise. I know you started Bedford Cares when the pandemic first started last spring, but here we are. New Hampshire has the most recorded hospitalizations this week. How has Bedford Cares grown and how has it expanded? And how are you helping the community now through this peak of the pandemic?
Yes, George, I was so happy to found and create Bedford Cares. And for those who don't know, we'll go way back to before the governor even put the stay-at-home orders in place. I was very worried about our community, and in 1 week I had a website up, an army of 100 volunteers which speak so highly to our community that wanted to step up and serve, and a hotline that rings directly to my phone. And we have serviced hundreds of members in our Bedford community by grocery shopping and delivering their groceries to anyone that's immune compromised, elderly, or simply in fear of getting out. We also run miscellaneous errands or prescription drugs and things of that nature. It did slow down for a while, but we still were having a regular group of 50 people in Bedford that need and want weekly shopping. So from the very beginning of Bedford Cares, we still have regularly serviced those 50 plus people. Then the spike came, and here we are again, and I find myself running around and grocery shopping, as are my volunteers, which I'm so grateful for.
And you know, it's really tough right now because we're all laying low, we're staying in our houses, and a lot of people just can't go to the grocery store. A lot of the people who don't have cars, or maybe they're elderly, they can't drive, and that is a really big help for the community. What are most of your clients that are using Bedford Cares right now? What is the demographic, Denise?
The demographic is mostly people 65 and up, more immune compromised individuals that really have some maybe underlying health issues, or really simply in fear that going out is putting them at risk for COVID.
How does the process work when you're delivering the food?
Well, people reach out by phone or email with their lists. Then I myself or one of our volunteers goes and shops. When they're finished completing the shopping, they call and tell the person how much their groceries came to. And then we deliver it, and they leave a check under the mat. And with the COVID, we've had a volunteer, Barbara, in our own town offices. She sewed a bunch of beautiful masks that I've now been including for people so they have extra masks.
Denise, we appreciate everything you're doing. So have you heard anything about the vaccine front here at the State House? Or I know they're taking many safety protocols. We are outside. We're socially distant here today. So what are some of the precautions? And have you heard any news about like what's coming on the horizon? I know help is on the way, which is a good thing.
Well, yes, they are working very quickly, as best as possible, and safely to produce a vaccine. As far as safety measures go, the State House is closed to the public. We aren't coming here every day. We wear our masks 100% of the time, and we enter and exit off of one door. Our temperatures are taken, questions are asked, and I believe that we will probably be like this through my first year in the legislature, because the session ends in June, and I just don't really see it opening before then, but we shall see.
We shall see, and I know the vaccinations are coming, and they say that 70% of the people need to get the shot, so we're going to see how that goes. And if people want COVID testing, they can always go to newhampshire.gov and find out where their drive-through locations are, which I think is a great program that New Hampshire is doing. I think they've been doing a really good job controlling the pandemic.
I do too, and I think the governor has done a really good job keeping us safe and following good protocol.
And if people want more information, you can visit bedfordnewhampshire.net. The phone number is 603-792-1319. Thank you for your support. Well, I just discovered this great place right up the street here from BCTV called Joppa Hill Educational Farm. Here is Kelly Murphy to tell you things that you can do with your family while staying socially distant.
My name is Kelly Murphy, and I am a local resident hosting Community Corner at Joppa Hill Farm. Joppa Hill Farm is an educational farm on 35 acres of land in Bedford, which is open from dawn till dusk, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. During COVID, the most common question we get is, what can we do for some socially distanced fun, particularly in the wintertime? Joppa Hill Farm is chock full of opportunities, and we're going to take you through and show you the walking trails, the newly constructed ice rink, and things that you can do for fun this winter. I'm standing on the walking trails, of Joppa Hill Farm, where a lot of the public comes for recreational hiking and trail walking, or even snowshoeing in the wintertime. It's a great recreational opportunity to do by yourself or with your family or friends, and you can do it socially distanced while we're in these COVID times. Joppa Hill Farm has extensive walking trails to explore with your family, where you can walk along them and take a look at the goats, sheep, pigs, and cows that roam in the fields, like the cows in the field behind me. It is open from dawn until dusk, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There is no admission fee to come here. You can enter at any time, dawn to dusk, bring your family, walk the trails, visit the animals, and talk to employees of the farm who will inevitably be working during your visit. So I'm standing here with Joppa Hill Farm's Executive Director, Annette Handy, who runs, amongst other things, you run everything for the farm, but the meat program. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So this year we've sold 12 cows for our meat program. We're up to 15 pigs that we have raised and sold this year. We've done turkeys and chickens, and we're going to continue on doing that with how we're growing our farm. So our meat and egg program is doing really well, so check us out if you want to purchase a half cow, half pig, your turkey for next year or whatever. Along with all of our vegetables and stuff from the garden, we're really starting to move forward and grow. We do have eggs. We have duck and chicken eggs right now that we have for sale. Right now we're slim pickings on our pork products, but come March we should have beef and pork back in stock.
The cows behind me are part of the community-supported meat share program at Joppa Hill Farm. These cows will in fact feed multiple families over the course of the winter, and they provide an excellent resource for Joppa Hill Farm in the meantime. So I am standing in front of the newest addition to Joppa Hill Farm. It is an ice skating rink that was paid for and purchased from a local company that came and helped us set it up. It was entirely paid for by donations made by community members. The board members at Joppa Hill Farm had started a donation drive on their Facebook page, and we raised, I think $4,500 were raised for Joppa Hill Farm during that fundraiser, which then was put directly into the construction of this ice skating rink. So what's exciting is that it's going to be open to the public, and you're going to be able to come during the winter time to buy hot chocolate from the farm store and to hit the ice with your friends and family for a little bit of socially distanced fun. Joppa Hill Farm is great for normal times as well as pandemic times because it's easy to socially distance here. The farm is made up of 35 acres of land on a land lease to the Educational Farms Board for 30 years. That land lease, I believe, was signed in 2015. So the Joppa Hill Farm Board and the executive director take care of the day-to-day operations at the farm. For more information on Joppa Hill Farm, including on the farm store, which is slated to open shortly, please visit efjh.org or theeducationalfarm.org. For Bedford Community Corner, I'm Kelly Murphy. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Kelly, and she'll be back later in the show. Coming up next, here is Colleen Richardson to tell you about fun things you can do with your family in the community calendar.
Hi everyone, this is Colleen Richardson with your community calendar. You may be looking for some fun things to do during the winter months. Well, the Bedford Public Library and the Bedford Parks and Recreation Department have some fun things to offer for you. First off, during the month of January, the Bedford Public Library will have virtual story times and virtual book discussions. Something for everyone. So visit their website at bedfordnhlibrary.org and find out all the details. Next, the Bedford Parks and Recreation Department has some one-day classes for your little ones. These will be held at the Bedford Town Hall in smaller groups, and all COVID safety guidelines will be followed. They're the Little Scientists and the Little Artist classes. You'll learn fun science experiments or do fun art projects. For details on that, visit bedfordreconline.com. Lastly, something for the whole family. The 2021 Family Snowman Challenge. Get outside, have some fun playing in the snow, and send your pictures of your snowmen to the Bedford Parks and Recreation Department. You might win a prize. Again, visit bedfordreconline.com for all the details. Now, to stay on top of all of the happenings in the town of Bedford, check out the website bedfordnh.org, and you can find out all information from all town departments. So until next time, Happy New Year!
Well, we all know we have some great students here in Bedford, New Hampshire. Find out all about the Bedford High School Care Club and what they're doing with essential workers and how they're helping them. They do a great job with community service, and we're really proud of you.
Hi, my name is Hafsa Ahmad. I'm the Vice President of the Class of 2023 at BHS, and I'm a sophomore. I began the BHS Care Club for 2 reasons. First of all, I wanted to thank everyone in the Bedford community during this extremely scary time for risking their lives to allow us to live our lives normally. Secondly, as the Vice President of the Class of 2023, it's my job to provide a way for students to receive community service hours, but at the moment, it's difficult to do so. The care packages are made by students at home where everyone is safe and earns community service hours. Now, Lena and Bella are going to state why they joined the BHS Care Club.
Hi, I'm Lena. I'm a sophomore at BHS High School.
Hi, I'm Bella. I'm also a sophomore at BHS High School.
And we joined the Bedford Care Club because we really wanted to make a positive impact with our community. This is a very hard time for everyone, especially essential workers, because they're putting their life on the line to create our economy to be stable again. So really, we're just trying to put a smile on their faces.
It's fun to do with like your family because you can paint and make bracelets, and just brightening someone's day, just a smile, it's really nice to see, especially in this hard time.
So overall, we're just trying to make people happy.
Next, we will go to Alexia and hear her thoughts on why she joined.
Hi, I'm Alexia. I'm also a sophomore at BHS, and I joined as a positive way to give back to the community, just like by writing little letters, and I also earn community service hours in the process. And I'll go to Kaylee for why she joined.
Hi, I'm Kaylee from Bedford High School. I joined BHS Care Club to spread a little positivity in the world right now because I know everybody's getting all down. So even just like helping someone get a smile on their face makes me feel better and just helps the community. So now let's go to Lily.
Hi, I'm Lily. I'm a sophomore at Bedford High School, and I joined the BHS Care Club because I think during this very stressful time for essential workers, it can be very discouraging. And I think that with the help of this club, I would just want to spread positivity and say thank you to all the essential workers who are keeping things running and keeping us safe during these very unknown times. Now let's go to Lena to hear her thoughts.
Hi, my name is Lena and I'm a sophomore at BHS, and I joined the BHS Care Club because I thought it was super important to give back to the community and to the essential workers and small businesses and just normal businesses during the pandemic. And next, we're going to hear from Raquel and what she thinks.
Hi, my name is Raquel, and I am honored to be here with the Bedford Cares Club to chat with you guys. I heard this idea from my friend, and she asked me to join, and I was like, whoa, this is right up my alley. Yeah, sure, I'll join. I love to help other people and make a difference in people's lives. This month in November, the club made care letters, and I had the amazing opportunity to write a thank you card to the frontline grocery workers at Whole Foods. If you're a Bedford High School student, I highly encourage you to join the Bedford Care Club that every month helps frontline workers make care packages for them.
Hi, I'm Tracy. I'm a sophomore at Bedford High School and also a member of the BHS Care Club. And the reason I joined was because I thought it was really important to give back to the community, especially for the healthcare workers and businesses who are risking their lives to help us have an easier day and also cure us if we end up getting COVID. Also, since we're all in quarantine, we have a lot of extra time on our hands that we used to use to do extracurriculars and sports, so why not give back to the community when we can? And back to Hafsa.
Thanks, Tracy. Now Ms. DeVito is going to talk a little bit more about our community service hours and her opinions on the club.
Thanks, Hafsa. Hi, I'm Mrs. DeVito, and I was pretty pleased with Hafsa's ingenious plan to help students at Bedford High School earn their community service hours, which is a real-world learning component for graduation, as well as extend her care to the community. It's thoughtful, and there's so much spirit in this group of kids, and I'm really excited to be working with them and excited for the things that they're going to do this year. Back to you, Hafsa.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining, and thank you Mr. Day for having us.
We know that 2020 has been really tough, and we're all trying to figure out what we can do on weekends. Well, here is Kelly Murphy again to tell you about some of the social distancing guidelines that some of the restaurants are taking right here in Bedford along 101.
Today, we're going to take you up and down Route 101 in Bedford and Amherst, exploring some local restaurants. We're going to show you what's available for socially distanced dining options. And then, if you're not quite comfortable going out to eat right now, we're going to tell you how you can support local restaurants and other businesses during the holiday season and beyond. Thank you for joining us. I'm standing here today with Sandy Rozek, Bar and Beverage Manager and Private Dining Coordinator for the Copper Doors, who's going to tell us a little bit about socially distanced dining and what the Copper Door is doing to accommodate guests. Let's start with this amazing patio. It's gorgeous. Are you keeping this open for dining?
We knew it was going to be around 40. The phone's been ringing off the hook asking if this was going to be open. So we fired up the fire pits. We've got the heaters on going. We've got our Christmas tree, we have some live music, and it's going to be a great day to hang out outside.
What precautions are you taking to ensure that diners can enjoy a socially distanced dining experience?
All the tables are completely 6 feet apart from one another. In the dining room, there's actually some screens that we had custom built, again, to keep diners separate from one another so that they can feel comfortable. So we sanitize and spray every handle inside the restaurant, outside the restaurant, handling in. every single handle going to the ladies' room, the gentleman's room, the handles inside the restaurant, the paper towel dispensers. We go through this every 30 minutes. This is a litany that the front desk does to make sure that we're keeping our guests healthy.
And if diners aren't comfortable leaving their homes to try dining this winter, how can they support your restaurant? Why don't you talk about your gift card promotion?
Oh my gosh, well, the restaurant, it's something you can buy online. You can come in and buy. We have our shed out front right now so that if you don't feel comfortable coming inside, you can certainly go right outside and they'll help you out there. There's also takeout. We're always doing takeout, so if you feel comfortable still wanting to enjoy our food, you can come right into the restaurant. You can order online. You can order over the phone. You can come in and order whatever you're more comfortable with, but we will always do takeout and you can still get our delicious food to go.
I'm standing here with Charlie, General Manager for 1750 Tap House on Route 101. Tell me what your specialty is.
So we have a full kitchen, and one of the things that really draws people here is we have a really good, great brick oven pizza and an awesome cocktail menu.
And you're also doing something really unique with socially distanced dining. You have 4 igloos out on your back patio. Can you talk to me about those?
Yeah, sure. A couple months ago, it was going to get cold, and we needed a way to continue serving as many guests as we possibly can in a safe environment. At that time, we were still at 50% inside, so we kind of came up with the idea to put the igloos out there. We knew other restaurants in the area had done it in the past, and as soon as we put them out there, they kind of just exploded, and they've been full ever since.
And talk to me a little bit about indoor dining. I see that you have partitions up between tables. What precautions are you taking for people that want to dine socially distanced indoors?
Yeah, so we're taking all the precautions we possibly can. Everything that the CDC and health departments are recommending. We have vinyl partitions between each table so that there can't be anything that goes from one table to another. We sanitize those nightly. We have partitions in the bar, every 2 seats, so bar guests can be separated as well. And we've just been cleaning as much as possible and doing everything we possibly can to create a safe environment.
I'm standing outside of Murphy's Tap Room on Route 101 in Bedford, New Hampshire. Murphy's Tap Room has gone the extra mile with socially distanced dining. Instead of the governor's recommendations, they're doing what they've called double distance dining. That means that they're allowing for approximately 13 feet in between tables and for socially distanced gatherings, including but not limited to family holiday gatherings and family parties. I had the opportunity to speak to executive sous chef and pastry chef Andrew Frenny, who informed me that they're opening their outside patio, provided that there's no snow on the deck, lighting up the wood-burning fire pits that are outside on that deck, and allowing people to sit outside for outdoor, socially distanced fun.
At Murphy's, we take our precautions very seriously. We do our double distancing instead of just single distancing. So it's 13 feet instead of 6 feet per table. And then we also have options of individual dining room that closes off. Every employee needs to be wearing masks at all times. We sanitize doorknobs, bathroom knobs, sanitize all the areas. Menus are sanitized every time a customer touches it.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time. I'm standing here at La Belle Winery, which is our last stop today in our tour of socially distanced dining options on Route 101 in Bedford and Amherst, New Hampshire. And why don't you tell me a little bit about what you are doing inside for socially distanced dining options?
Sure. We've thought this through completely, so guest safety is so important to us. We have guests who want to dine inside and a few that still want to dine outside. But inside we've installed barriers, and these barriers are actually movable. So we can configure the dining room based on how many people are there. And so we can move them accordingly, which I think is very important. We also have something really unique at La Belle Winery. Being a winery, we have an air exchange system. That is a high-tech system, state-of-the-art. And we have that already built in because when we're fermenting wine, the gases that enter the air could make you a little sleepy. So this system runs all the time, and it exchanges the air every hour with fresh, clean air.
You started very early on in the pandemic a family dinner option.
It's so popular here, and it really got us through that first quarter when it was really tough when COVID first came. And we have a very loyal following with the family meal. And you can order your wine too, and we'll put that in, and you have a perfect package for entertaining your family at the holidays.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today.
Pleasure, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us for this dynamic and fun tour of socially distanced dining options in Bedford and Amherst on Route 101. For Bedford Community Corner, I am Kelly Murphy. Thanks for watching.
As part of our virtual high school tour of Bedford High School, here is the IB coordinator, John Cannon, to show you how he's getting the students ready for college and their future.
My name is John Cannon, and I'm the AP and IB coordinator at Bedford High School. Bedford has lots of opportunities for students who want to challenge themselves in the classroom. We have several AP classes in almost every subject area. A good way to explain what AP classes are like is to think of them as college courses taught in a high school. One of the most beneficial aspects of AP classes are the exams students can take at the end of the year. Students who do well on the exams can earn college credits, depending on the policies at the college or university they attend after high school. They are a great option for students who wish to get an expansive learning experience in a subject they're really interested in. The biggest part of my job is coordinating the IB diploma program at Bedford High School. IB stands for International Baccalaureate, and the IB diploma program is an internationally recognized educational program for students in high school. We offer about 30 IB classes here at BHS, and in the upper grades, our IB classes are our honors level classes. IB classes focus much more on the development of what we might call 21st century skills, things like critical thinking, written and verbal communication, and problem solving. For example, in an IB history class, students learn to think and write like a historian. Like AP, IB classes have culminating exams that can also earn you college credit, which is great, but most importantly, they are high school classes designed to really prepare students for college. I can't tell you the number of times I've heard from graduates about how well they are doing in college, especially with things like writing and workload management, and those skills are genuinely the result of the IB approach to teaching and learning. One of the biggest misconceptions about IB is that it only impacts a small number of students, and that really couldn't be farther from the truth. In fact, about 75% of BHS students take at least one IB class before they graduate. And also important is that if you look at the 10 characteristics of the IB learner profile, things like being inquirers, being knowledgeable, being a good communicator, being caring and open-minded, these are the qualities we strive to see in all of our students. In other words, all BHS students are IB students. If you need more information, you can check out the BHS IB website connected under the Academics tab on the Bedford High School website, or you can send me an email. My email is right on the BHS website or the SAU 25 website.
Thank you, John, and we have more virtual tours of the Bedford High School coming in future episodes. If you have a story idea, or maybe you're in a nonprofit and you want to be featured on the show, then drop us a line at bctv@bedfordnh.org. For all of us at BCTV, we want to wish you happy holidays and a bright 2021. I'm George Cox for Bedford Community Corner. We'll see you again next time. First, one more time.